Greetings YouTube, it is I, Sakarma, from Total Brohammer, here to do some casting goodness. I know John has been taking up the load in the past 7 days. I unfortunately was stuck in oh no, I always love the game, whatever, we'll go a little introduction here. Unfortunately, I was stuck in a video game-less place known as my girlfriend's parents' house, where my hand is not allowed to touch a mouse on pain of sexless death, or death by 1,000 moonless, sexless nights. So in that regard, I apologize, but I'm here back now. I've escaped and come to my one true passion, which is YouTube and Warhammer. You guys, my real friends. So what are we going to do here? I want to do a little fun challenge for myself and play as Bretonnia as a auto-generate army. Because it's the holidays, and let's just have some fun. So here's the army I just got. You know what? Normally I like to do rechevrons and do all that stuff. I'm just not going to change a thing. I'm going to go exactly with this, and we're going to see how it goes. I can almost guarantee I'm going to lose this battle, because, pardon me, Bretonnia is a weaker faction compared to every other faction in this game, and this is not exactly an elite list, but hey, you know what, this is about fun, guys. This is about just, living the dream, not letting our worries hold us back, and instead just charging forward into a great unknown beyond, where we can see what we can truly become when put to the test that is random generate of Bretonnia army. So I'm just going to start the battle. I mean, I'll wait for him. I don't feel bad. So what did I get here? I got a Lord with nothing. No mount. He's got all these abilities. Great. What are these? These are pretty cool. Cryo Command. No, that's not that great. A Paladin here. So he's going to have a little bit of backup. And again, they both have this Deadly Onslaught, which is solid ability. So between the two of them, they should be able to do some serious damage on pretty much anything that the Skaven sent us. But hey, we'll see what happens. Men-at-Arms with a Chevron. I mean, with that Chevron, they're super dangerous, but I don't imagine they'll get much work done in this game. Foot Squires, Men-at-Arms with Polearms, Grail Relics, so these like 3 infantry units they gave me will really be strong to hold. But other than that, they're going to go down very quickly. Knights Errant with Silver Chevron. I don't know how much damage they're going to be able to reap across the battlefield. Reap? Is it wreck or reap? Whatever the word is. I don't know how much damage they're going to be able to deal across the battlefield, but hey, you don't see them a lot. Knights of the Realm, which were a solid unit in Warhammer 1. One of the better cav units in Warhammer 1 because they were able to effectively deal with large and infantry. I'm pretty shit in this game, only because most cav is shit in this game. And then I got a bunch of Pegasi here. One with double chevron, and he's the Royal Pegasi. So the sky will be mine, which is no surprise considering it's Skaven. But yeah, I could be in serious trouble. If they brought the Warp Gale, Howling Warp Gale, and then a laser cannon, those guys will melt in moments, and I don't have magic. So we're going to see what happens here. But it's a holiday game, guys, and I wanted to do a cast. I haven't cast in a while. I've been trying to cast the other 2 games I had for a bit, but they're long, and they're hard to cast. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of burning heads, a lot of murders. It was a 2v2, so it's just utter chaos. But yeah, so we'll see how I do here. I don't think I'll win. I'm going to call it as a loss beforehand. That way I seem like a hero if I do win. All right, so how do I want to lay these guys out? So obviously they're going to have 1,000 more units than me. I don't even want to check I don't like checking the numbers. I think it's kind of cheating beforehand. I like to just be surprised. I have no idea how I want to lay out my units. I think just a giant blob could be okay, but then if they cast one of those breath spells, I'm in trouble. Ugh. And I also haven't played in a few days, so I'm going to be rusty. So this is going to be a fun game, guys. But let's see how it goes. These guys not forward deploy? There we go. These guys do forward deploy. So I'm going to put these guys here. And I wanted to forward deploy all my Pegasus Knights, because if they do bring Gutter Runners, I should be able to catch them with these guys. And then that will be a huge win for me. Rise of the Realm put on this side. These guys put on this side. I honestly think that spreading out is my best move. I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can with units I do have. Staggering them, so that takes them time. I'll put these guys over here, and this over here. Yeah, I'll keep my Knights here so they can't flank. These guys I'll put in this little death blob. We'll see. Maybe this will work. Probably not. But, I mean, this is just such a small bare bones army. And it has no chance to deal with the hurt that the Skaven can bring. But, no, who knows? Maybe it's unconventional enough to work. Just crazy enough to work, Jim. That's doubtful, though. So let's just make these guys a little group just so I can find them easier. These guys will be a little group. These guys will be a little group. A little group for you. Triple group for you. You're not in that because you're fucking catapult or trebuchet rather, not a Pegasus. So let's wish them good luck, have fun, and let's get started. All right, what's happening here? Okay, so let's run away. I see a lot of things I'm afraid of. Let's run away. You, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Oh, right away, those Skaven slaves did some serious damage. Ooh, those are play called catapults, which I don't mind. Those clan rats with spears. Ooh, can I pick this doom wheel off? Oh, nice. I might be able to get this doom wheel right off the bat. Meanwhile, this guy, I'll move over here. Here's something fun to note. This actually beats play called catapults in if you just trade shooting with them. So I will gladly just fire that. And they actually have an abomination, which, ooh, there's actually quite a few units I could do some damage to. But all right, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. How are you guys doing? And I can't heal these dudes, but I don't really care about that. Those Skaven slaves with spears. Oh, those clan rats. I should probably get them out of there. Go, go, go. Oh, that is a laser cannon. So let's get that warp lightning cannon out of there. I thought it was, and let's hit that now that they're stuck. Hit that cannon. In fact, that's a far more dangerous unit to me. Okay, so I should probably charge, but I'm trying to do as much damage as I can skirmishing right now, and I'm doing a decent job of it. We're gonna get rid of that play called catapult. We're sorry, we're not gonna get the catapult. We're gonna get rid of these catapults and the laser cannon, so that'll be effective. Their infantry, there's nothing really worth shooting at. There's a lot of Skaven slaves with spears. These guys are gonna get caught. I don't mind this. I'll do another charge. Let's bring my cav around because we clearly have the mobility. I mean, as we expected, but and let's actually move up. Let's move up these guys. Let's just move them up. Move you up. Move you up. Let's see how they're moving over here. Come on, come on, get me back. Okay, so things are looking okay. We got rid of the play called catapult. We lost a couple of Pegasus in the process, but that's okay. It's probably a pretty good trade. I don't really mind. What was that? Oh, that's the thing I thought it was. I am starting to flank them, which I'm totally okay with my cav. The doom wheel actually isn't that scary now that I think about it, because my infantry already sucks. So the more units I can just pick off here, the better. Things are looking okay at the moment. He's not really paying attention to anything that's going on the flank, so I'm okay with that. Let's try and get this guy. Let's try and get this guy now. Yeah, where are these knights errant? Oh, they got on these clan rats, which I like, and they're going to bog them down. And then let's charge them through as the Pegasi come in. Ooh, they're getting some damage on my guys with their Skaven slaves, but I don't mind that. Let's move these guys in, start firing at them. Let's do some, yeah, you guys come too. What is this here? Yeah, just screen out with these dudes. Okay, so things are looking good, actually, here to start. Let's get the Knights Errant over here. Wow, they are really doing some serious damage with these Skaven Slave Spears, Jesus. But they're not really paying attention. I'm okay with that. I'm getting in the back lines. These are all clan rats, not worth hitting. Let's see how much damage I can do to Rat Ogres with a Blessed Trebuchet. But yeah, in the corner here, I'm totally fine with the way this is working out. Guys, we might just have a chance. So they are firing back and forth. I'm just going to charge in at this point. There's no reason not to. I mean, the more concentrated I can get them, the better chance I have at this point. Let's hit these Skaven Slave Spears. They should shatter pretty quickly. Yeah, this is actually looking really good for us. Oh, they have some Skaven Slaves here. They might attack my Blessed Field Trebuchet, but that guy's work is done. What do I want to do? I want to get these guys firing on the Hellpit Abomination, and I want these guys on the Hellpit Abomination too. Although I'm not super... Ooh, let's get those guys out of there. That's not good. Let's bring the might of Bretonnian Pegasi onto these clan rats, these ogres, and let's bring the infantry in over here. Yeah, things are looking all right. Let's see. Let's get to this guy, this guy. Let's pop some abilities here. Boo, boo, boo. Oh, they've got a little spell, but that's kind of strangely... It still did a lot of damage, but it was strangely angled. Anyway, so my cav over here is just gonna go run roughshod on these guys. Everyone else is sort of being, ooh, I can get a little pick here. Yeah, so you can see their lines kind of collapsed all over the place. Things are looking good for my army. Where are these dudes? The Knights of the Realm. Yeah, they're fighting those guys. I'm fine with that. Knights Errant. Why are they losing this battle? It doesn't make sense. But hey, that's how the game goes. Rat Ogres are getting crushed over here. So yeah, it looks like I got a little lucky here, and that the randomness of Bretonnia, a random generated Bretonnian army, will emerge victorious, which is a rare sight indeed. Okay, so let's get these guys on these guys over here. Yeah, nothing I have is really good at all, except for these Pegasus. Actually, a 3 Pegasus build, I mean, the obvious counter is a Warp Gale, Howling Warp Gale. We'll get rid of those guys pretty quick. But, where am I running from? Night Runners? Oh, yeah, get in there. But, yeah, I mean, my giant little Pegasus core is doing a lot of damage, and they weren't able to get my peasant bowmen, so they're just going to keep firing on that guy as the game goes on. And then that guy's going to go down very quickly. So let's hit him with all these anti-large units. And yeah, that should be GG soon, because there's not a whole lot they have left here, especially as this abomination goes down. Charge! Charge, squires! And there this guy goes. Does he like sprout Ratman or something if he dies? That'll be cool to see. What happens when he dies here? He should be dead soon. Someone take him down. I thought he sprouts like rat people or something. Hey, where are you guys going? Everyone, attack. Don't leave me. Let's see what happens. There he goes. Oh, cool. He like shat out some rats. That's fucking cool. That's so sweet. He shat out... No, he did not shit out Quick Head Taker, but he did shit out the Skaven's Latest Spears. Okay, so that's cool. That was a fun little sight. Meanwhile, they're in the background shooting. I don't really care. This game is, for all intents and purposes, finished. But yeah, so a victory for Bretonia, for the lady. A rare victory for the lady. Those are Knights Errants. I should pull them back. They're going to get smoked. It's too late. Yeah, so they're all going to die. But no, I mean, they don't really have any answers to what I have left. And I'll even outtrade. Outtrade. Ooh, this could be cool. Oh, shit, he got a Pegasus in the air. That was pretty sweet. But it's not going to be enough. Let's hit these guys. Let's pop our abilities. Pop all our abilities. Yeah, go for it, go for it. And then let's bring these Pegasus. Ah! Stop degrouping. I hate when that happens. This game every time degroups me whenever I click on units. So let's just go chase down some guys. You guys go hit those dudes. You guys can come over here and hit these guys. What else is going on here? Yeah, everything's okay. So, my first game back in a while. And it worked out. This was fun. Only because my army should not have done well at all. But yeah, I guess my opponent, there's no way they could have seen it coming. It was random. So that's kind of the design. It's the one advantage you have is when you're playing random gen that they can't really plan for it because you have no idea what you're going to get. Obviously, my opponent thought they were going to face an infantry-heavy army because they brought like a catapult, they brought the abomination, but instead they faced a Pegasus-heavy army, which was, I guess it does have its places. I mean, Skaven don't really have very good anti-large options other than ranged and rat ogres, and rat ogres will get smoked by Pegasus knights. I mean, halberdiers are decent, but they can get just crumped by most units. Storm vermin, Storm vermin halberdiers. So over here, they're going to be able to take down Queek, the two of them, I would think. And then they should go help too, and you have some decent... Oh, he's doing the Verminous Valor, he's trying to get away, but I don't think it's going to really help at this point. You guys are recovered, let's attack there. You guys just chase those guys off. These guys are shattered, let's hit these dudes. Bring you guys around. He's trying to get back on his Blackout Catapult, but I fear it is all for naught, my friend. Go hit these dudes. But yeah, so it's fun. So I'm just going to brought a little fun holiday game. Glad I could show you guys a little bit of Bretonia action. We don't show them a lot. Yeah, and leave in the comments if you want to see certain factions. I mean, I find John and I tend to, sometimes we play the same factions. We don't, for me at least, I find it getting like little grooves. Like I'll play the Wood Elves for like 5 max in a row, then I'll play High Elves, then I'll play Chaos, then I'll play, I like to switch around, but I like to do them in sort of bursts. So if you guys want to see a faction that we haven't shown off in a while, feel free to let us know. Oh, that's GG. Alright, victory for Bretonia! A much needed victory. It's been a long time. I actually feel bad whenever I win online ladder for Bretonia, because CA is going to look at the victories and be like, oh yeah, they're not so bad. No, they're very, very... Not that my one's going to change it, but I mean, every victory for Bretonia is a lie. It belies the fact that their roster is in heavy need of heavy dosage of buffing, because they were a top-tier faction in Game 1, and they are... I wouldn't even say they're bottom tier. They are in their own tier of trash. They are below. They are sub bottom tier because they just don't have anything that I think is really effective. I mean, people will say, oh, they have this, they have that, but they still have decent cav. But cav in this game has been pretty heavily nerfed in the way that it interacts with the mechanics, physics, and there's just a lot of options that are just way better than cav in this game nowadays, like dragons, like lizards, like Beastmen, Cygors, and Centigors. All those units can just destroy cav in most engagements. So, I digress, though. Let's look at the army comp. So, we got Warlock Engineer, which is a solid pick always. He does damage over time. He's got some cool magic with Quick Head Taker. It's a good little combination. The Doom Wheel I was able to pick off quite quickly, and I mean, I think my opponent still had very much the tools to deal with me. I don't know if he brought Howling Warpgale, rather, with his Warlock Engineer. Had he brought that, one or two of those casts would have just decimated my Pegasus Knights in conjunction with the Warp Lightning Cannon. So they definitely have the tools here to deal with these units. The Helmet Abomination was in trouble right away because I have a lot of anti-large on the field, as were the Rat Ogres. There just wasn't enough of them to be able to deal with my Royal Pegasus Knights. Night Runners with slings. I don't really see these guys brought often, especially 4 of them. But they could have. I mean, there's nothing with the most dangerous infantry unit on any Bretonnian roster will be Foot Squires. They don't have shields. They have decent armor, but they don't have shields. And their armor is only 70, so it's not even great. So these guys actually probably will do some decent damage over time to Foot Squires. And then, pardon me, of course, if you're worried about pole arms fighting your Helmet Abomination, these guys will just wreck pole arms and spearmen without shields. Even with shields, they'll take them down. It'll just take a little bit more time. The Blessed Field Trebuchet, as it is known to do, is underperformed with 21 kills. I wasn't aiming at infantry, but still, it's a terrible, 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 terrible artillery piece. But it's kind of cool. You know, it shoots holy water at people. It's pretty funky. It's pretty flavorful. These guys got 149 kills and took virtually no damage. To be expected, their stats are really good. They're an expensive unit, and there wasn't really a hard counter on the map to them. Yeoman Archers, they weren't around for much. What am I doing? This isn't like the most super competitive match. It was just a fun holiday game. I'm glad to show you guys a match. I wanted to get one up. And I wanted to bring Bretonnia back into the fold because they weren't my favorite faction, but they were the faction I was best at in Total Warhammer 1. And I think I was a much higher level player in Total Warhammer 1 than I am in Total Warhammer 2. So I'd like to see Bretonnia brought back to speed. I miss them. My little knighties running around, like Grail Knights. You know, sometimes you bring a Grail Guardian for fun because they can be good in matchups. I mean, they're just a fun roster. And I think they were, to put a little icing on it here, I think they were the beginning of CA really into the groove of making great faction DLC, even though they were free LC. But when they released, they were flavorful. They had cool mechanics in the campaign. Their faction was different than a lot of other factions in that it was very cav heavy. And although Empire sort of has that, has the artillery, they have a lot more options, whereas Bretonnia needed that cav. I mean, they could only bring cav, really, in most matchups. If they went infantry heavy, maybe it could work, but by and large, you're going to see a lot of Grail Knights in Bretonnia builds. Just to say that, they were when CA really started getting the confidence to make flavorful, interesting campaigns alongside armies that are just, they weren't afraid to experiment with Bretonnia, I think, in terms of what they brought to the table. Whereas they were a little more tentative in earlier DLCs, and even the Wood Elves were a little tentative, and Beastmen were the most, I think, were the weakest on release in terms of unit variety and interest. I mean, they had the Minotaurs, but they were kind of like Crypt Horrors. Gorbel was fun, but other than that. So yeah, I think it'd be a nice little, very poetic if Bretonnia were to be brought back up to speed after the explosion of confidence CA has shown by making these New World factions so flavorful and unique and in a lot of ways OP compared to Old World factions. So it'd be nice to see them bring back Bretonnia. But I digress. Anyways, guys, happy holidays. Glad to be back. Glad to be out of that sexless, dark dungeon that is and gameless dark dungeon that is my girlfriend's parents' house. It's an evil place where only terrible things happen, and every day I leave, I lose a piece of my soul. But I return to you, YouTube, for the replenishment and the love I feel from the viewers and from Warhammer. Anyways, I'm prattling on. You guys want to get out of here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the little randomness battle. See you later.